and gentlemen, welcome to Crystal Fieldhouse here in beautiful Burton, Michigan. Just about a minute and a half away from game time. We're going to take you down to ice level, get tonight's starting lineups. Time to get down to business here in Flint, looking to bounce back from a two-game sweep from the Saginaw Valley Cardinals. Flint looking to get back up on the horse here. Some strong history between Central and these Flint Wolverines. Central has a couple of different teams. This obviously their Division I program. Flint has a storied past against their Division III program. So, let's get down to business. On to take the draw for the Flint Wolverines is Wisniewski along with Donahue and Conahue. And away we go. We're playing hockey. Donahue with it now, left wing side, curling towards the net, takes a shot off the blocker. Puck behind the red line, picked up once more by Donahue. Has it knocked off his stick. Chipped out, Placio will gather it in the neutral zone. Tried to send it back in, right off the stick of a Central defender. Picked up by Donahue, quick shot, and a save made. Strong start to the game through the Flint Wolverines. Couple practice jerseys in the house for Central. So I think maybe they got a couple of new players. Quick shot in front, knocked aside. Potter trying to keep it in. Push down to Hinkson in the corner. In control behind the Central net, thrown up for Temple. He'll chip it back down into the corner where the Chippewas will chip it out. Hinkson backhanding it up for Rose. Just out of reach there. Central coming back the other way. They'll gain the red line. They'll dump it, go for a change. In net for Flint tonight, number 33, Braden Millin, freshman out of Grand Rapids, getting his first start as a Wolverine. Here's Blevins with it now. Tried to push it up for Spencer. Goes between the wickets. Goes all the way down for an icing. Berger on to take it for Flint. One back. It's Temple with it. Chipped off the wall. Spencer trying to backhand it out, kept in by Central. Loose puck picked up by Berger. Takes it behind the Flint net, and he'll rim it. Wesley Young is there, tried to chip it out. Goes to Berger now. He'll carry across the left wing side. Across the blue line, into the corner, hits the brakes, has it knocked off his stick there. Central through the neutral zone, takes a shot, quick save there by the freshman. 17:53 here to go in the first. Some good pressure by the Wolverines here early. Let's see if they can sustain it here. Bryce Moe on to take it. One back by Central, quick shot on net. We'll do that face-off one more time. Loose in front, held onto once more. Let's try that face-off for a third time. Why not? Changing out a couple of personnel as Flint Wisniewski on to take it now. Stretch pass for Donahue out of his reach. No icing. He'll pick it up on behind the back of the net. Bumped off the puck, but Wisniewski's there to try to gather it once more. Central comes away with it. 1-on-2. Wisniewski knocks it off his stick to Blevins. Now over to Miser, left wing side, chips it up for Donahue. Wisniewski with a chance, blocker to side. He'll get his own rebound. Up for Donahue again. He takes a bump. Still has it. Now they'll take it from him. Harry Potter on to take it for Flint. Pushed to the wall, picked up by Central. Up to the point for Beckman. Going to his partner, quick shot, sticked aside by Malin. Chipped off the wall, kept in once more by Beckman. He'll carry into the corner. Carpenter meets him there. Central on their first power play of the night. Meisner in the box for Flint. Quick shot, rebound in front. Good save made there by Mellon. Flint will clear, a couple of personnel changes. Temple over the wall for Flint as Central regroups in their own end. Good hit there by Berger. But Central still able to keep it in. They'll send it all the way around, pick it up on the right wing side. Touched up for Temple, though. Here he comes. He's got Berger with him. They're 2-on-2 the other way. Across the blue line, over to Berger. Quick shot. Just off the mark. Temple killing the clock behind the net. He's 1-on-3. Just about 30 seconds to go in the power play. Berger with it now for Flint. Carrying behind the back of the Central net, off the wall for Temple. Held in at the blue line, he'll just dump. Good pressure there by Wisniewski, as well as Berger keeping the puck deep. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Berger still with it. Eating the clock, he'll send it into the corner, where Central has a moment to breathe the final 5 seconds of this power play. Meisner up over the wall for Flint, and they're back to full strength. Bassett with it, right wing side, tries to stick handle towards the middle, knocked aside by Baxa. Now it's Drum trying to carry on the right wing side, just out of reach, has it poked away. Central with it across the Flint blue line, lets it go right into the lunch muscle of young Braden Mellin. 14:10 to go, 0-0 the score. Let's check in with everybody's favorite graphics guy, Mr. Durden, on the shots. Like 7 shots for Central, 4 for Flint as of this moment. Thanks for that, Mr. Durden. Kept in at the blue line by Gavin Rose, but picked up behind the net by Central. Puck comes free. Hinkson moving it to Palacio. Near side wall for Rose. Tried to throw it for Potter in the middle, out of reach. The Central still able to clear. Loose puck going to Palacio. Mayhem at center ice. Puck goes to Flint. Rose down into the corner. Centering for Potter. Here's a chance for Hinkson off the mark. Good chance there. Loose puck picked up by Rose. Out of the zone, it's Palacio with it. Back for Rose. Touch pass for Hinkson. Back for Rose once more. Potter has it knocked off his stick, and Central will send it all the way down. This will go for an icing with 13:04 to go in the first. Berger will take it for Flint. Won it, but then had it knocked away. Turned over to Blevins at the blue line. He'll shoot it just wide. Blevins with it, circling. Off the wall for Berger. Top of the circle. Tried to leave it for Spencer. Has it knocked away. Here's a chance now for Central. Being pressured by Meisner. Good stick there by Malin. Accompanied by that back pressure from Meisner. Push that puck into the corner. Here's Blevins with it now. Sending it up for Spencer. Left back for Meisner. They'll go D to D. It's Blevins. Try to go back once more. Wolf with it. Quick shot saved by Mellon. Good back check there by Spencer. As Central got a shot away. Meisner has his pocket picked. Loose puck along the boards. Trying to chip it out is Spencer. Now it comes free. Delayed offside had Meisner with a chance to regroup it. Over to Blevins. Being pressured here by Central. Flint not sure what to do. Pocket picked. Here's a chance in the slot. Quick shot. Blocked aside. Another shot blocked aside that time by Meisner. Picked up by Donahue. Flint in a bit of a scramble. Picked up by Donahue in the Chippewa end. Losing his footing. Puck goes in favor of Central. Backhanded by Backside. Left for Donahue. Here's a chance now for Wisniewski on the short side. Unable to find the back of the net. Drum with it. Has his stick knocked out of his hands. Here's a chance for Central. Shot sticked aside by Malin. Typically you see a play like that. That's an automatic slash. Great save again by Malin. Drum had his stick knocked out of his hands while he had the puck. No slash. Turned over again at the blue line. Here's a chance for Central. Malin will hang on to it and calm things down with just about 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Potter on to take it for Flints. It was initially controlled by Central, but intercepted by Flint. Carpenter behind the back. And here comes Potter. Dumped in. Carpenter pinching. Has it knocked away. Puck still in the corner. Turned over for Potter. Here's a chance. Has it knocked off his stick as well. Placio picking up a loose puck, leaving it for Rose. He take it all himself. Quick shot save made. Lance Spencer will take it for Flint here. One by Central. They'll rim it. And reverse flow. Can Meisner get there before it comes out? He does. Backhanded down low for Wesley Young. Back to Berger. All the way up top for Carpenter. Excuse me, Gardner. Where Central will exit this time. Left wing side. Here's a centering pass. Just out of reach. Turned over to Meisner. And dumped, but picked up right away by Central. And we'll go for an icing with 8-ish minutes. One back by Wisniewski. Temple, quick shot right into the shin pads of Joyce. McCaughey hit from behind and knocked down, but Donahue will pick up a loose puck. Trying to center it, unable to get there. Drum picking it up at the blue line, trying to leave it there for Donahue. Not able to get it through. Flint will need to regroup. And here comes Temple, carrying up on the left wing wall. Through center ice, gains the blue line. Stick handling all the way into the corner. Centering now, nobody home. Puck comes all the way out. Or Drum will pick it up there. Puck out of play into the central bench. Bryce Moe on to take it for Flint. Steiger to his left, back to his right. Pushed forward, controlled by Central. Franken with it, tried to dipsy-do through Placio. Pushed into the corner by Malin. Central with it now. Trying to keep it in the corner, out of reach. Carpenter will pick it up. Off the glass, not quite out, kept in. Right wing circle. Trying to center it. Good stick there by Placio to keep it out. Here comes Steiger. He's got Baxa and Placio with him. Sent on net, and they'll hang on to it. Gavin Rose backhanding it for Carpenter. Top of the circle, lets one fly, blocked in front. Potter trying to pick it up. He's bumped off the puck. Sticked into the corner. Central first on it, trying to move it up the near side wall. They have it. They try to go up and over. Glove down by Placio. Reversing traffic. He'll go to the right wing this time, trying to carry in. Taken down to the ice. Flint's going to get their first power play opportunity of the night. Malin to the bench, and Central will touch. Two minutes for tripping the call. Flint going on the power play for the first time tonight. This has been a big point for these Wolverines over the last few weeks, trying to get this power play going. They'll try it again here with Potter, Rose, and Hinkson up front, along with Placio and Temple on the blue line. .6:11 to go here in the period. We're waiting for the time to get up on the board here in Arena. Central will take it and send it the length of the ice where Mellon will stop it, leaving it for Placio. He'll carry, now pushing it to Temple. Joyce giving good pressure to Placio as he tries to wind it up. Rink wide for Hinkson. Across the blue line, Rose with it. Trying to set up. Shoots it high off the glass into the corner. Potter will pick it up on the far side. Here's a chance now for Flint to start setting it up. It's Temple. Back to Potter. Back up for Temple once more. Down to Placio. Over to Hinkson. Back up to Placio once again. He'll walk. Wristed. Couple of rebounds in front. Unable to get it through. .1 minute to go in the power play. Two quick shots for Flint. Rose with it. Left it for Berger. Berger didn't know it was coming. 2-on-2 the other way. Rose trying to backhand it. Lost the handle. Bassett kept it in. Carpenter will pick it up and settle things down with less than 40 to go in the power play. Central trying to clear, kept in by Spencer. Stick handling into the corner, he'll hit the brakes, lost it for just a moment, pushing it back up top for Carpenter. Wristed, got through, save made, backhand opportunity for Berger, also saved. Backs a knock to the wall. As the penalty expires and Flint goes 0 for 1 to start the night. McCaughey with it, up to Carpenter. Trying to find something to do with it, backhands it, trying to get it down. McCaughey with the shot, he scores! Brandon McCaughey of East Kingston, New Hampshire, the freshman, getting the Flint Wolverines on the board. First goal of his UM-Flint career, and it's a big one here at Crystal Fieldhouse. Swing face-off goes to Flint. Let's see if that lights a fire under these Wolverines. Let's see if one will get you two, to quote the great Mike Shunot. Meisner chipping it back into the corner. Flint trying to keep it deep, but also no sense of urgency. Met there by Bryce Moe, but Central able to move it along. Sent wide. For Flint trying to pick it up in the corner, turned over. Good body there by Blevins, and Donahue will pick it up. Over to Wisniewski, he's through center ice and he'll dump it. Off the near side wall to Loki, but out of his reach. Offside the call. 2:43 here to go in the first. Potter, Rose, and Hinkson on for Flint. 50-50 puck goes in favor of Central. They'll turn it over immediately. Temple over to Drum. Holding, trying to get it to Potter. Bounced off his stick. Right back to Central. Here they come. Left in the slot. Quick shot scored. Right over the glove hand of Millen. Central right back into this game only a few moments later. 1-1 with 2:28 to go here in the first. Here's Carpenter with it now, gains the red line. He'll send it right on net. Picked up by the Chippewa D. They'll try to clear right up the middle. Turned over to Wesley Young. Turned and fired. Didn't quite make it through. Spencer picking up the loose puck now. Trying to leave it for Palacio. Chipped up instead. Beckman trying to clear. Here's Berger picking a pocket into the left wing corner. Has his legs taken out. Here's another power play coming up for Flint. 0 for 1 this evening. Flint's got to find that groove on special teams. Into the corner, it's Berger working with Baxa. He has it now. Trying to find the space, turned over to Central. But kept in. Down for Berger once more. Fakahi with it. Down for Berger, walking, holding. Back up to Carpenter. Cycling down for Berger once more. Trying to play catch on that left wing side. Centering for nobody, and Central will clear. Spencer with it, leaving it for Carpenter. Trying to wind it up. He's through the neutral zone. And left it for Baxa. Tried to cycle it back up for McCaughey, out of reach. He didn't know it was coming. Spencer will pick it up. About 8 seconds difference between the game clock and the penalty clock. Carpenter almost put one on that himself there. Baxa rink wide for McCaughey. Right wing side, ooh, offside. Potter will take it for Flint. One back by Central. They'll try to rim it. Goes up into the protective netting. We'll get a face-off in the Chippewa end. Hinkson with it. Under 20 to go in the period. Now Potter trying to find some space over to Temple, top of the circle. Here's Rose with a chance. Puts one on net. Doesn't go. Hinkson with it. Clock winding down, trying to find some room. Gavin Rose shot off a leg into the corner. And that'll do it for the first period. A tie ball game after one. Flint with 7 seconds remaining in their power play opportunity. And they'll start that that second period with a little bit of an advantage. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with you for the second period. You're watching UM-Flint hockey on the Blue Chip Sports Network. All right, back at it to start the second. A few minutes early here. They did not put time up on the board in the building. We had the clock running on our side, and obviously starting a little bit early based on our count, but that's all right. We'd rather get back to the action. And we're playing hockey. 7 seconds on that power play has expired. Flint now 0 for 2 to start the day. Potter pushing it up to Hinkson. Trying to push it to Rose, but intercepted by Beckman. Sent the length of the ice, and Temple will win the race. This goes for an ice. Kahi to the left of Wisniewski. Donahue to his right. Carpenter and Palacio on the blue lines. One back to Palacio, walking, leaving it for Carpenter. Cycling down into the corner, takes a hit in the process. Shot blocked in front, and Central will clear. Sent back in by Flint, rimmed around, picked up by Wisniewski. Bumped off the puck in the corner, gets it to McCaughey, the goal scorer for Flint. Still with it. Touched over to Palacio, backhanded for Donahue. Out of his reach, Wisniewski tries to pick it up. Glove down by Palacio, backhanded up to Donahue once more. Left wing side, he's got Wisniewski with him. Shot off the mark. Rebound will ricochet all the way out. Kemble with it. Takes a shot up high. Glove down by Mellon. And Meisner looking to exit. Sent on along. It's Wolf with it. Sent the length of the ice once more. This will go for an icing. Berger tossed out. Wesley Young will come in. Still waiting here. Lots of conversation with that linesman. One back by Flint. Shot by Blevins blocked. Sent the length of the ice. Picked up there by Meisner. As he carries through the neutral zone, all the way to the left wing side. Quick shot, hits a leg, goes into the corner. Wesley Young throwing it towards the slot now. Good takeaway by Blake Berger. He'll carry behind the net, backhanding it up for Meisner. Walking the line, hits the brakes. Try to get back for Berger, mishandled it. Chippewas give it right back to him, though. That's the good thing. That's the good news. Berger still with it. Backhanding it, trying to get it to Meisner. He's there with it. Stutter step back to Berger once more. Has it knocked aside. Spencer trying to center. Joyce trying to clear. He does, but Blevins is able to intercept it. Flint going for a wholesale change. Kept in by Juan Baxa. Over to Bryce Moe. Turn and fire off the mark. Blevins pinching now. Unable to connect with it. Central able to exit. It's Juan Baxa on the near side. Now Bassett. Into the slot. Good back check there by Drum. Able to intercept it. Bryce Moe, first man pressure for Flint. Curling are the Chippewas. Sent the length of the ice, no icing. Goes on net. Temple will pick it up. Steiger hasn't knocked off his stick. Here's a chance for Central. Now Bryce Moe delivering a hit. Chippewas still with it. Now Temple pokes it free. Reversing flow, trying to get it back to Steiger. Over his stick, but exits the zone. Steiger is there, picking up the loose puck. He's 1-on-2. Gets across the blue line, puts it on net. And we'll get a stoppage with just under 16 minutes to go here in the second. A bit of a slow start here. I think we can all agree that first period was a bit of a slow start for both teams. And that energy seems to have continued on here into the second. Potter, Hinkson, and Rose on for Flint, along with Drum and Temple on the blue lines. Pushed to the wall by Potter. Picked up there by Rose. Tried to center for Hinkson, unable to connect. Up the Drum, lets one fly, and held on to. Potter on to take it for Flint. One back to Carpenter. He'll walk, lets one fly. It's a loose puck in front. Big rebound there. Sticked aside. Potter pushing it into the corner. Picked up by the Chippewas. They'll send it off the glass. Funny hop. Now they'll exit the zone. All the way down into the Chippewa end to the right of the goaltender. I believe his name is, last name Ashley, I think is what I saw on the back of the jersey. One back by the Chippewas. They have it on the left wing side. Kept in though, it's Donahue. Battle on the near side wall. Donahue coming free with it. Getting it to McCall. He scores! So nice. He put it in twice. 2 goals for the freshman, making it 2-1 Flint. With just under 15 minutes to go here in the second period. Bang, bang, turnaround play for the Flint Wolverines. Make it 2-1. Flint trying to turn up the heat here now following that goal. Carpenter over the Palacio. Over to Donahue. Flint cycling in the neutral zone. Here comes Donahue now across the blue line. Into the slot. Bumped off the puck momentarily. Tried to fire it. Unable to pull it off. Donahue once more. Has it knocked off his stick, and here comes Central. They'll turn it over to Palacio. Over to Carpenter. Pakahi once more. The hot hand. Into the slot. Lets one fly. Blocker to side. Central with it behind their own net. Looking to clear. Meisner tried to hold the line, unable to do so. Here's Spencer. Behind the net for Carpenter. Off the glass and out. My specialty. Z, your specialty. Here's Berger with it. Lost the handle as soon as he got into the slot. Pushing it up for Blevins. So wristed on net and pushed into the corner. Berger touching it for Spencer. Carrying behind the back of the net, trying to find somebody in the middle. Moves it to Meisner. Quick shot, loose puck, and then held on to. 13 and a half to go here in the period. Berger leaving it for Blevins at the blue line. Back down for Berger once more. Penalty upcoming. Roughing the call. And it looks like Spencer's going to get the gate here. And Flint back on the PK. Central 0 for 1 tonight. Here's a chance if Potter can move quickly. He's got Rose. Central able to get back and swarm him as they stick handle through the neutral zone. Bumped off the puck, but able to move it up. Quick shot saved by Mellon. Another rebound. Loose puck is there. Backhanded by Temple, and he'll clear. Gavin Rose is going to be first on here from Flint. The Chippewa goaltender coming out to play it. Sent all the way up. Intercepted by Temple. Gains the blue line and shoots it just off the mark. A diving play by the Chippewa goaltender. A 100-foot giveaway. Temple almost able to capitalize. Good vision there by Nick Temple. Seeing that wide open net, letting it loose. Controlled by Central, near side wall. Looking to exit their zone. Touch right at the red line, goes all the way down. Carpenter will pick it up there, no ice. Wesley Young first on it for Flint, but picked up and controlled by Central. Wesley Young with good pressure, creating a turnover. He has it now. Campbell picking it up for Central. Trying to clear, he does. Palacio picks it up, though. Back with the Wisniewski, muscled off the puck there. Central with it once more, regrouping in their own end. Central across the Flint blue line. Shot blocked, but they control the rebound. Back up at the point. Now into the slot, down into the corner. Penalty upcoming to Central. Too many men, looks like the call here. And the Central Michigan power play has come to an end. We'll skate 4-on-4 briefly, and then Flint will go back on the power play. Face off all the way down in front of the Central goaltender. Lance Spencer itching to get out of that penalty box in 15 seconds. Some additional conversation with the linesman. Very involved in tonight's game. Potter on to take it for Flint. 50-50 puck goes in favor of Central. Curling behind their own net, but being pressured by Potter. Good pressure there. They have to reverse flow. Here's Palacio with it as Spencer comes over the wall. On for him is Hinkson. Flint now on the power play. Back up for Temple. Winds up. Lets it go. He scores! Nick Temple winds up from the top of the circle and puts one home on the glove hand side, making it 3-1 Flint on the power play. Could be just the thing these Wolverines need to get their power play jump started. It's been stagnant here so far all season. Nick Temple burying it, making it 3-1 with 11 and change to go here in the second period. Into the corner, Palacio. Leaving it for Potter, pushing it ahead for Rose. Bumped off the puck, but Potter will pick it up there. Back to Rose now, left wing side. He's got Hinkson and Potter with him. Over to Potter, he scores! You're a wizard, Harry! Potter making it 4-1 less than 30 seconds later. Central going to their bench, making a change. Ashley going to end his night. Number 1 now in for Central. Another big shift here for the Wolverines. Controlled by McCaughey. He's looking for that third one. Right wing side. Knocked off his stick into the corner. Donahue was there. But picked up by Central. They'll exit 3-on-2 coming the other way. Into the right wing corner. Thrown through the slot. Nobody home. Backside. Glove down by Mellon. Loose puck. Picked up by Meisner. Loses the handle momentarily. Pushed up for Wisniewski. Across the blue line into the corner, hits the brakes, met there by 2 Chippewas. Now Donahue trying to control it, find some space. McCaughey there to help. Reversing flow, Donahue still with it. Central able to take it from him that time, and they'll exit. Sent up for Meisner. Now here's a chance for McCaughey, right wing side, cutting towards the middle. Left for Donahue, just out of his reach. Donahue once more, lets it go, glove down. Face off to the left of the Central goaltender. It's Bryce Moe. Along with Juan Baxa and Aaron Steiger. Devin Gardner on the blue line along with Carpenter, Conlon Carpenter. One back by Central. And they'll clear. Carpenter will pick it up though. Taking a look and assessing the situation. Sent up for Baxa, met there by Chippewa. They'll send it right back in. Carpenter with it once more. Stutter step, backhand it. Leave it for Gardner. Pushed ahead for Steiger. Met there at the blue line. Central keeps it in. Here's a chance from the dot. Lets it fly. Glove down and held onto by Mellon. Battle in the neutral zone goes in favor of Central momentarily, but here's Spencer with it. He's got Wesley Young with him into the corner. Wesley with it, lets it fly off the mark. Devin Gardner will pinch down and keep it in for a moment. And here comes Central. Chipped around Spencer, trying to out-foot race Spencer. That's tough to do. Right up top, Central tries to let it fly. Spencer gets in the way. Another good block there by Berger. Spencer up to Wesley Young. Into the Chippewa end. Wesley Young behind the net. Back up to the point for Carpenter. Walking, wristed, gloved in front. And held on to. Quick shot by Temple, blocked and cleared. Temple first on it, though. Backhanded, tried to move it for Hinkson. Touch pass for Potter. Up on the Rose. Hits the top of the circle, hits the brakes. Moves it for Hinkson, cutting through. Great save made. Great play by Flint. Good vision by Nick Temple to get it to the trailing Hinkson, who had nothing but time and space in front of him. Great save made, keeping the score 4-1. Potter on. Pushed ahead. And then tried to center it. Unable to get it there. Hinkson picking up a loose puck. Now Potter. Trying to cycle. Unable to get it there. Now Hinkson's there. Back and forth behind the net. It's Gavin Rose. They try to squeeze him off the puck, but he moves it to Hinkson. Trying to get it up for Temple. Able to keep it in. Hinkson once again. Now to Temple once more. Knifed away. Here comes Central. Bassett with it. Gains the red line. Tried to dump it off the leg of Drum and all the way back into the Chippewa end. Temple has it knocked off his stick. Drum has to change direction. Picking up a loose puck. Rimmed but not out, kept in by Central. Behind the Flint net. Now here's McCaughey. Up to Donahue. Turned over at the red line. Central with it. Walking on in. Skate to stick is Kemble. And then Mellon sticks it aside. Behind the net, Temple is there. He'll backhand it. Trying to get it from McCaughey. Just out of his reach, kept in by Central. Loose puck in front, save made by Mellon. Another loose puck out to the blue line. They shoot and they score. Mellon was without a stick, had it knocked away on that play. That rebound bounced all the way back up to the top of the circle on his stick hand side. Central able to bury it, making it a 4-2 hockey game with 6:12 to go here in the second period. Face off controlled by Central. They're regrouping their own end. Lost it in the neutral zone. Bryce Moe picks it up. He has Baxa and Steiger with him. Top of the circle, lets it fly. Rebound is right there, pushed into the corner. Steiger with a great stick to push it ahead, but he lost it moments later. Top of the circle, blocked aside. And here's Juan Baxa trying to push it ahead. Turned over in the neutral zone. It's Wolf with it. Tried to dipsy-do around Meisner, who will take him down as that puck goes up and over the glass with under 5.5 to go in the period. Bryce Moe wanted to take it once again. Lost it back. Central with it. It's Wolf. Thrown towards the net but wide. Loose puck picked up by Meisner. Wolf keeping it in once more. Puck will rim all the way around. Steiger is there to pick it up. Unable to clear. He takes a big hit in the process. Bryce Moe trying to clear. Puts it right into a Chippewa. They'll keep it in. Shot off the mark. Central showing some signs of life here. Rink wide for his defensive partner. He'll walk in, pump the brakes, bumped off the puck. Penalty upcoming to Steiger. Tripping the call. And Flint back on the PK with 4:52 to go in the period. Do that face-off once again. One back by Central. They have it in the corner, thrown towards the slot. Some miscommunication there. That puck bounced almost all the way out, but held in. Carpenter trying to rim it, kept in. Central trying to set up their power play. Some miscommunication. That puck goes all the way down. Beckman will pick it up for Central, but met there by Berger. Palacio picking up a loose puck at the blue line. Flint will regroup and kill some clock here with under 1:20 to go in the penalty. Now he'll send it the length of the ice. Wesley Young's going to be first on it for Flint, along with Berger. Putting on some pressure while shorthanded, tied up into the corner. Palacio with it, hits the brakes, curls back up. Looking for Berger, it's behind him. Now Carpenter with it just outside the zone, he'll send it in. Central 2-on-3, into the corner, picked up by Rose. About 20 seconds to go in the penalty, and we'll get a quick whistle here. Potter wins it back into the corner. It's Drunk, sending it along and out of the zone. We're going to kill more of that clock. Franzen with it at the blue line. Stutter step, leaves it for his partner. Back to Franzen once more. Now into the slot, walking. Lets it fly. Mellon will hang on to it as time expires. Check that, 1 second. Our clock is, either our clock's a little bit faster, maybe the button man in arena is a little bit slow. Because Durden's pretty on it. Now that penalty expires. Steiger out of the box. Flint back to full strength. Wisniewski on to take it for Flint. On to Drum, pushing it ahead for Temple. Touch for Donahue. Tried to backhand it back to Wisniewski, unable to get it there. Into the corner it goes. Drum will pick it up. Trying to get it for McCaughey. Turned over at center ice. Here comes Central. Good back pressure by Wisniewski. Now it's Temple. Across the blue line, lets it go. It'll trickle into the corner. McCaughey is there. Rubbed off the puck. Central will pick it up. It's Drum circling. Up for McCaughey. Try to go to Donahue, unable to connect. Central puts it off the glass, but it's gloved down by McCaughey. Chippewa's right wing side. Quick shot, blocker to side by Mellon. About a minute and a half to go here in the period. And Berger. And the Wolverines will exit the zone. Sent the length of the ice. No icing. Wolf will pick it up for Central. Wesley Young picking up a loose puck. Sent it behind the back of the net. Lance Spencer will be first on it there. Squeezed off it, though, by Central, and away they go. The last minute of play in the period. Loose puck goes behind the back of the net. Blevins will pick it up there. Sends it off the glass and out of the zone. Sent for an icing. Looked like Central may have touched it at the blue line, I think is the argument from Nick Karstens on that. Understandably so. .41.5 seconds remaining here in the period. Controlled by Flint. Meisner sending it ahead for Wesley Jung, but kept in. Trying to center it. Nice little play there around Meisner. Central still in control. Tried a backdoor play out of reach. Lance Spencer ahead for Berger as that clock winds down. He'll send it into the corner. Good pressure there by Spencer. Here's Meisner with a chance. Misfired. Follow-up play by Wesley Jung. Tried to get it up for Meisner once more. That'll bring that clock all the way to 0. And we'll end the second period with your Flint Wolverines on top by a score of 4-2. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back with you for the final 20 minutes of play from Crystal Fieldhouse. You're watching UM-Flint hockey on the Blue Chip Sports Network. Welcome back, boys and girls. We're starting the third period early again here. 4-2 in favor of your Wolverines as we enter the final 20 minutes of play from Flint, Michigan. One back by Central. It turned over near immediately. Here's a chance. Potter from the circle shot. Blocker to side. And that puck will rebound up and over the glass. And we'll get ourselves a quick stoppage at 19:43. One by Central. The legs at left wing side. Just shy of the red line, but they're going to call it good. Left behind the net by Mellon. Carpenter backhanding it for Placio. He'll carry up the left wing side. He's got Hinkson to his right, cutting towards the middle into the slot. Right wing circle, shot blocked. Behind the net are the Chippewas. Penalty upcoming to Gavin Rose for a trip. And Central's going to go back on the power play early here in the third. Are they playing Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car in the arena here? I think they were. That's a hit by the Wiggles for all you parents out there. Central down by 2 on the power play. Turned over to Temple. Trying to eat some clock. He'll regroup it back to Berger. Up and into the Flint bench. Head coach Nick Karstens didn't even flinch. Right over the top of his head, didn't even flinch. And now we're playing some SpongeBob, because why wouldn't you? Wisniewski on to take it for Flint, wins it to Donahue. Walking it on in, quick shot, loose puck. Trickles just past the post. Here's a chance for Central. Lets one rip right off the stick of Mellon and up and over the glass. Face off to the right. And Mr. Mellon Wisniewski will take it. Central wins it back. They'll walk the line. Pushing it back left wing side. Lets it go right into the lunch muscle of Mellon, and he'll hang on. Oh, it's the remix. Don't let it get you. It's the remix. One back. Carpenter with it. Tried to clear. Kept in at the blue line. Working that left wing wall is Central. Now they'll try to walk towards the middle. Still with it. Bottom of the right wing circle. Sent over the top of the goaltender back into the corner. Back up top again. It's Franzen with it. From the circle. Blocked by Placio. The Flint bench unhappy with something out on the ice, letting their feelings be known. Regrouping in the neutral zone is Central. Final 10 seconds ticking down in that power play. Good stick there by Placio to keep that puck out. Williamson with it. Carrying into the corner is Central, met there by Placio. Penalty expires. Over to Carpenter. Holding behind the net. Letting these Wolverines get a quick breather here as they set up. Flushed out the right wing side, and then he'll clear to the left. Trying to get it for Berger. First on it, no icing. Chipped out. Spencer will pick it up. Pushed over to Blevins. Touched by Berger and into the zone. Picked up by the Chippewa D. Turned over to Berger with good pressure. He's bumped off it though momentarily. Joyce with it for Central. Picked up by Meisner in the Flint end. Off the near side wall and out. Berger kicked ahead to Wesley Young. Across the blue line, hits the brakes at the left circle. Loose puck in front for Spencer, hit wide. There's Bassett with it, letting one go from the blue line, well off the mark. Puck will bounce all the way back up to the blue line. Good hit by Spencer. Looked like he got a stick up high as he delivered that hit. Spencer shaken up as he goes to the bench. Flint looking to exit. Bryce Moe lost it in his skates. Here comes Joyce. Right wing side to Bassett, lost the handle. Backhanded into the slot once more for Joyce, unable to connect. Blevins being squeezed off the puck behind the back of the net. 2-on-2 battle ensues. Comes free in favor of the Chippewas. Centered in front. Save made by Mellon. Now here's a chance for Flint. Wesley Young gains the red line. He'll send it down, and he'll go for a change. Mellon coming out to play it. Sent it up to the blue line. Kept in by Central. Good stick there by Mellon to keep that puck pushed aside as Central regroups on their own end. Beckman, left wing side. Pushed towards the slot. Stick to side by Mellon again. Bryce Moe with it. Has a little bit of space. Tries to go rink wide. McCaughey there. Squeezed off the puck. Central will pick it up. Under 14 and a half to go here in the third. Central coming up the left wing side. They're one-on-one with Drum. Cutting towards the slot. Stick to side. And behind the back of the net. Rimmed around and out. As Central regroups in their own end. Drum with it, taking a peek, pushed up to Baxa, pressured immediately from behind, knocked to the ice. Drum will need to regroup once more. Now it's Rose, on to Potter. Across the blue line, into the corner, he has Rose with him. And here's Juan Baxa, hits a leg in front, doesn't quite get on net. Juan Baxa with it again, pushing it back for Carpenter. Sent into the corner. First on it was Rose, but met there by a Chippewa. Picked his pocket. He'll have it in the corner. Trying to handle it. Gets it over to Franzen. Good positioning there by Carpenter to keep Central wide. Glove down at the blue line. Here's a chance for Central. Lets it go. Blocked aside by Mellon. Carpenter with it. Off the glass and out. Loose puck gathered there by Spencer. Over to Palacio. Back to Steiger. Trying to go rink wide for Berger. Had to turn around to catch it. He'll just backhand it in. Under 12 and a half to go here in the period. It's Joyce with it. They're 2-on-2 across the blue line. Good hit there by Blevins. Loose puck to Meisner. Unable to clear, the puck goes back into the corner. Meisner once again backhanding, trying to get it to Spencer. Not enough mustard on it. Loose puck comes to Berger. He'll clear. But the loose puck will trickle back. Blevins with it. Puts it behind Spencer. Has it just out of his reach. And his stick knocked away. Steiger has Wisniewski with him as they're away into the Chippewa end. Into the corner. Turned over to the Central D. Held onto by Mellon with 11:31 to go here in the period. Face off to the left of Mellon. It's Wisniewski on. One back by Flint. But turned over to Central. Quick shot and a save made by Mellon. Some miscommunication. Flint won it back and then didn't want anything to do with it. Central picked it up, took a quick shot. Mellon had to be quick there. Keeping the score 4-2 with 11:25 to go in the period. Garner trying to rim it, didn't have enough on it. Turned over to Central. Into the neutral zone. Central will dump it in once again. Picked up by Garner. Turnover in the slot. Quick shot. Save made as the net comes off in the process. A timeout called here. Timeout called there by Flint as they were unable to make a change. As the net came off when Mellon made the save. My assumption here is that line had been out for a minute, and Coach Nick Carstens wanted to make a personnel change, or at least give them a little bit more of a rest. Once you call a timeout, you can do that. Obviously, you can make that change. 4-2, 10:55 to go in the third. Berger was squaring up for a moment. Not anymore. Oh, still is. Berger squaring up to take it. One back by Central. Quick shot. Good pressure there by Wesley Young. Able to get that puck out. Here's Spencer, pushing it right wing side for Wesley Young. Wristed, but wide of the net. Young with it once again, curling, shooting, save made. Rebound is there. And some extracurriculars. And the goalie getting into it. A couple of buckets going. Lots going on here. Goaltender throwing some haymakers there. Didn't like the extra pokes at the puck. And let's see how this all gets sorted with 10:21 to go in the period. Nothing up on the board yet here as everything gets sorted. Potter currently sitting in the box for Flint. Nobody in the box currently for Central. Coach Carson's looking for some explanation as to what's going on, understandably so. 2 minutes put up on the board for Potter at this moment, and not seeing anything on the board just yet for Central. And I'm not sure we're going to see anything on the board for Central. Although the official showing the 4-on-4 sign he's showing. Now Central's got somebody in the box. And it looks like Spencer is going to get the gate here for Flint. Out of all that, 2 penalties up on the board. A couple of fighting ejections here. And with 10:21 to go here, we're going to skate 4-on-4. Still some additional discussion. Not sure what we could still possibly be talking about with 10:21 to go. Penalties on the board. Those that have been asked to leave have left. Face-off coming up to the left of the Central goaltender. Gavin Rose on to take it for Flint as we get back to hockey action. He has it now, cuts towards the middle, he scores! Only 5 seconds ticked off the clock, and Flint puts another one in, making it 5-2. Happened so fast. Blink and you missed it. Ensuing face-off controlled by Central. As we continue to skate 4-on-4. Gavin Rose getting another one on the board for Flint. Palacio up to Rose once again. Backhanded for Carpenter. Touched ahead for Hinkson. Top of the circle, lets one go, hits a shin. Carpenter taking a look, going back behind the net for Palacio. Leaving for Blevins, and then Carpenter will go for a change. Gains the red line, and he'll dump it in. Picked up by Meisner, walking, release, redirect, just wide. Still behind the net, picked up by Central. It's Bassett with it. Gains the red line, they'll send it on in. Mellon sets it up there for Meisner. Ahead for Donahue. Wisniewski driving the net. Loose puck in front, it's in his feet. Good back check by Donahue. Keeps that puck into the corner. Unable to clear, Central will send it in. Glove down by Mellon. He'll play it for Blevins. Up for Donahue. Knocked back for Blevins. Loose puck to Donahue once again. Touches it for Rose. Across the blue line, throws it on net. Kick save. Held on to with just under 8 minutes to go here in the third period. 5-2, still the score. One back by Flint, let loose by Drum, puck into the corner. Here's Rose with it, walking in. Up the tempo, lets it fly, blocker to side. Turnover into the slot, here's Hinkson, dipsy-do, gets it up to Potter, trying to get it in. Loose puck in front, still there, still loose. Picked up by Central, thrown up to the blue line, Temple will pick it up. Tried to backhand it for Rose, goes behind him into the corner. Joyce with it, looking ahead. It's a 2-on-1 chance here. Bassett with it. Good positioning by Drum. Knocks that play down. Loose puck in front now. Backhanded. Wide. Thrown into the slot once more. Unable to connect. Good body by Temple. And he'll pick up the loose puck. Up to Gavin Rose. Right wing side for Hinkson. Gains the blue line. He'll send it on net. Loose puck behind. Temple will pick it up. Has his pocket picked, though. And has to do some dirty work to get it back. Here's a chance for Juan Baxa. Shot, save made. Loose puck. Up to Wesley Young. Lets another one fly. Redirected. Here's a chance for Palacio wide. Berger picking up the loose puck, pushing it ahead for Baxa. Back up to the point. Carpenter over to Palacio. Holds, curls, back into the corner. Leaves it for Berger. Baxa with it again. Wristed, gloved, and held onto this time. Under 6 minutes to go. Wisniewski on to take it. Central in control. Turned over at the Flint blue line. Here they come. Trying to get it ahead for Wisniewski, just out of reach. Stutter step by Carpenter, lets it fly. Glove down. Looked fancy, but it was going 5 feet wide, so. McCaughey looking for that third goal. Out there now for the Wolverines. He has it. Walking, backhanded, blocked in front. Picked up by Wisniewski, lets it go. Held on to there. McCaughey once again lets it go. Save made. Bryce Moe letting one rip. Blocked in front. Central handling the loose puck. They'll try to send it off the wall and out. Kept in. Now it comes out. Blevins will pick it up, trying to find some space. He'll turn and fire, send it back in. Under 5 to play. Push back up for Meisner. Top of the circle, wristed, hits a skate, kicked into the corner. Picked up by the Chippewas, backhanded up and over the glass, and out of play. Went straight over the glass, didn't touch the glass. Potter, one back, Drum with it. Let's try that face-off once again to the left of the goaltender. Drum with it, chipped into the corner. Steiger first on it for Flint. Here's Potter. Backhand towards the slot. Hits a stick and goes up and out of play. Some extracurriculars there. There was already a penalty upcoming to Central Michigan for knocking Temple's stick away. Interference the call on Williamson. Flint back on the power play. Was that 1 for 3 tonight, if I'm not mistaken? 1 for 3? Does that seem right, guys? 1 for 3 on the power play? Checking with my illustrious crew. One back by Flint. Unable to keep it in at the blue line was Palacio. He'll retreat, regrouping with Temple. Sent on in. Bryce Moe will pick it up on the far, Gavin Rose pick it up on the far side. Sent up for Temple at the blue line. Playing catch with Gavin Rose. They'll change positions. Leaving it now for Palacio. Tried to center it for Hinkson, unable to connect. The puck will bounce all the way out. Hinkson wins again, over to Potter. Up over the glass. With about 3:42 to go here in the third. One back by Flint. It's Temple with it. Tried to touch it ahead for Rose. Goes past him. Power pick it up. Rose once again. Central able to pick it up. And they'll exit the zone. Palacio will pick it up in the neutral zone. Backpedaling, leaving it for Hinkson. On for Potter. Touched back to Hinkson once more. Offside. Bacon burger with cheese on to take it. He'll lose. Central with it. Curling. And carrying through the neutral zone. Sent on ahead. Stick handle. Blocked down. And here comes Flint. Juan Baxa with it into the corner. Squeeze off the puck. Berger will pick it up there. On for Carpenter. Back up top for Donahue. Berger with it again. Up to McCaughey. Walking. Try to get it back for Berger. Unable to connect. Chipped out as the final 10 seconds will wind down in the power play. Carpenter with it. Behind Donahue, he'll go skate the stick across the blue line. Sent in, chipped up, and held on to. Wisniewski for Flint into the corner. Steiger tried to center for Wisniewski, just off the mark. Blevins hits the brakes behind the Flint goal line, being manhandled from behind. Central with it, trying to center, turned over to Bryce Moe. Can he get it out? No. Here's Blevins getting it out that time. Bryce Moe delivering a hit as Meisner able to chip it out. Final minute and a half here. And it's Blevins with it. Try to get it on ahead for Steiger. Out of his reach. This one goes for an ice. It will come all the way back down. One back by Central. Net is empty. Here comes McCaughey over the boards with that empty net, looking for the third one. Bassett, touch pass to his line mate. Sent on in by the Chippewas. Picked up by Temple. 40 seconds to go. McCaughey shipping it out. There's Berger lifting it up and into the rafters with just over 22 seconds remaining. Bit of a late change, but we'll allow it. One back by Central. Playing catch at the blue line, misfire. And here's a chance for Donahue with an empty net. Trying to leave it for his partner to get the hat trick. He'll park it right in front. Can he get it to him? He does! You think I won't? He completes the hat trick. With just over 6 seconds to go, the freshman out of East Kingston, New Hampshire, Brandon McCaughey. First goal and first hat trick. As the final few seconds tick down, and your Flint Wolverines will go on to win this one by a final score of 5-2. Big nights all the way around. Braden Mellon getting his first victory as a member of these UM-Flint Wolverines. And as we just mentioned, number 11, Brandon McCaughey from East Kingston, New Hampshire. Not only does he get his first, but he gets his first 3. Single-handedly outscoring the Central Michigan Chippewas. Final score, 5-2. These two teams will be back at it tomorrow night from Central. Five to 2, your final score. You've been watching Flint Hockey on the Blue Chip Sports Network. Have a good night.